Security arrangements have been beefed up in Kathmandu Valley for tomorrow as two separate protests have been planned in the capital. 10,000 security personnel have been deployed to avoid any untoward incident, and several measures are already in place to ensure that daily lives are affected to the minimum. However, it goes without saying that the general public are advised to adopt caution. Good evening, I'm Sarah Chitrakar, and these are the headlines of the hour. Political parties yet to rise above the politics of share. Good governance compromised with political appointments at courts and constitutional commissions. Number of students pursuing medical education abroad decreases because of mandatory requirement to attend tests in Nepal. Foreign students arriving Nepal for medical education increase. Security arrangement of Kathmandu Valley beefed up for tomorrow for protest of two separate entities. 10,000 security personnel deployed to avoid untoward incidents. And preparations for the Nepal Super League in the final stage. Chelsea legend Didier Drogba to arrive mid-tournament. Winners of the tournament to bag more than 7 million.
Shivam Cement, Bharosa, Atut Sambandha.
The entity responsible for monitoring government tasks to ensure good governance in the country must be independent. However, questions keep surfacing on the performance of entities ranging from courts to constitutional commissions because of appointments based on political share. The political parties make assurances of good governance but keep seeking for their share in appointments at such entities. Case filed against 52 individuals appointed at constitutional commissions during the Prime Minister term of CPN-UML Chairperson KP Sharma Oli has remained stranded at the Constitutional Council of the Supreme Court for more than 2 years. Impact of such appointments was directly seen at the Human Rights Commission. The status of the commission was retained after the Global Alliance of National Human Rights Institute, GHANRI, almost degraded it because of issues related to appointments in the entity. With the Commissioner of the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority also drawn into controversy in relation to the fake Bhutanese refugee scam, major graft cases have yet to gain momentum. With the nearing completion of 10-year review period of inclusive, Dalit and Muslim among other commissions, these entities have yet to exhibit their performance. Appointments based on affiliations rather than expertise have led to the inefficiency of such entities. Recommendation of ambassadors done by the Constitutional Council shares a similar plight. Based on the recommendation of the Judicial Council, the ranks for Chief Justices has already been set for the next 13 years, which includes justices appointed mostly on the basis of political affiliation. Appointments made on such power affiliations have led to questions on good governance. While those appointed should be performing in a fair manner, their works reflect their political affiliations, leading to complications in ensuring good governance. Analysts are of the opinion that individuals securing the positions on the basis of such affiliations also lack expertise and confidence. If the political parties are to ensure good governance like they assure the voters, they need to practice what they preach and help create a conducive environment by facilitating a fair appointment process and not claiming their share. The Election Commission has allocated new vote weight for the candidates of the election of the National Assembly. Today's meeting of the Election Commission's office bearers allocated new vote weight for the Provincial Assembly members and mayors, deputy mayors, chairpersons and deputy chairpersons based on the country's 2021 census. The spokesperson for the Commission, Shaligram Sharma, said that the authority has allocated the vote weight for Provincial Assembly members at 53 and Municipal Chief, Deputy Chief, Chairperson and Deputy Chairperson of rural municipalities at 19. Prior to this, the vote weight of the Provincial Assembly members was 48 and that of the local level public representatives was 18. The Election Commission has made preparations to make recommendations to the government to hold the National Assembly election on the second week of the Nepali month of Magh. The tenure of 20 members of the National Assembly will end on 4th of March next year. As per the legal provision, the election must be held 35 days before that. The western section of the building, which includes the office of the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers in Singhadarbar, has been restored after retrofitting. Following required renovation works, Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal has begun working from this building. Prime Minister Dahal has inaugurated the section of the building which was retrofitted after suffering damages in the 2015 earthquake. With required renovation works, the office of the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers has been restored to its condition before the earthquake. Prior to this, the office was operating from the eastern section of the building. The Ministry of Urban Development retrofitted the building at an investment of almost 503 million rupees. Traditional resources including technology, wood and iron were used to restore this section of the building to its previous condition. The previous design elements of the building have been used as well. After inaugurating the section of the building, Prime Minister Dahal said that works would now be carried out with a new approach. Despite the period of reconstruction set at 2 years, it took around 4.5 years for completion. Following reconstruction, the State Hall and the British Hall will also resume operation. These halls were made and first used by Chandra Samsher, while Prime Ministers before 2015 had also used them. With this, the reconstruction of the main building of Singhadarbar has almost completed. The western part of the building of Singhadarbar is the only remaining section following the fire 5 decades ago. The fire had completely destroyed the northern, eastern and southern section and they were later rebuilt. The Ministry of Urban Development has now called a tender for retrofitting of the old Parliament building located inside Singhadarbar. The building is currently in a dilapidated condition. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal has met with President Ramchandra Paudel. At the meeting held in Sheetal Niwas this morning, the President drew the Premier's attention towards making effective the relief distribution in Jajarkot earthquake-affected region and the works of victims' rehabilitation. President Paudel's press advisor Kiran Pokhrel informed that the two also dwelt on contemporary issues concerning the nation. The government has beefed up security in Kathmandu Valley for tomorrow's protest programs planned by the youth wing of CPN-UML and controversial medical person Durga Prasad. The District Administration Office, Kathmandu, has said that surveillance has been intensified within the valley considering possible security threats tomorrow. The authority has issued permit for CPN-UML's youth wing to hold its program in capital's Tinkuni ground and Balku for Durga Prasad group. Chief District Officer Jitendra Bosnet has said that the authority would be compelled to use force if they fail to limit their activities within the area that has been permitted, leading to any untoward incident. The security bodies have intensified monitoring by deploying security personnel in civil dress. Different routes have been allocated to prevent clash between the two groups. Police have said that 10,000 security personnel will be mobilized tomorrow to ensure daily lives are not affected. The traffic police have warned that vehicular movement could be affected in capitals Kaushala, Chabahil, Baneshwar, Balku and Koteshwar among other surrounding areas. Both the groups have assured that they will organize peaceful programs tomorrow. In our Public Voice segment, today we have asked what should be done to ensure efficient public service delivery. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
जनताले चाहिँ सही रूपमा सुविधा पाइरहेका छन् कि छैनन् हैन त्यो चाहिँ सबै अवलोकनहरु चाहिँ गरिराख्नु पर्ने हुन्छ
कर्मचारीहरुले कुनै पनि आफूले केही चीजको आश नगरिकन सेवाग्राहीहरुलाई निस्वार्थ रूपमा काम गर्दिने हो भने
सेवा दिँदाखेरि झड्किने अनि फेरि गएर सेवा गराएसँग अनि रिसिने त्यो खालको व्यवहार गर्न भएन।
सरकारले विशेष निगरानी राख्ने
म चाहिँ राष्ट्रको लागि चाहिँ
एउटा सेवकको रूपमा काम गर्छु भने भावना जबसम्म विकास हुँदैन तबसम्म त यो सम्भव छैन।
प्रविधि मैत्री दक्ष जनशक्ति नियुक्ति गर्नु पर्यो।
पावरको भरमा काम गर्ने परिपाटीले गर्दा सर्वसाधारणले दुःख पाइरहेका छन्। यो चाहिँ सधैँको लागि बन्द हुनु पर्यो।
सेवालाई थप प्रभावकारी बनाउनको लागि सबैभन्दा पहिला सुशासन कायम गर्नुपर्छ।
अनलाइन सिस्टम गरिदियो भने सेवा कार्यालय चाहिँ धेरै सजिलो हुन्छ।
वडा अवधिबाट चाहिँ सूचनाहरू प्रकाशित गर्यो भने हामीहरूलाई धेरै सहज बुझ्नलाई हामी गाउँको मान्छेहरूलाई हैन अलिकति सहज हुन्छ।
कर्मचारीहरू आफ्नो कामप्रति उत्तरदायी हुनु पर्दछ।
टेक्नोलोजीहरूको विकास गरेर
राम्रो काम गर्ने कर्मचारीहरूलाई पुरस्कारको व्यवस्था गर्नु पर्यो।
स्थानीय सरकारले खासमा जनचेतना अभिवृद्धिका कुराहरूमा पनि प्रमुख ध्यान दिनुपर्छ।
इमानदार मान्छे हाल्नु पर्यो नि।
बस्ने ठाउँहरू हैन लाइन लाग्ने ठाउँहरू व्यवस्थित हुनु पर्यो।
कागजपत्र हाम्रा आफ्ना सबै पुरा लिएर जानु पर्यो र उहाँ गएर पनि हामीलाई ढिला सुस्ती हुनु भएन।
राम्रो काम भएको छ छैन भन्ने कुराको लागि सरकार पक्षले अनुगमन गर्न बहुत जरुरी छ।
Only around 1,500 students used to pursue medical education abroad until a decade ago. However, the number of such students has decreased drastically in the past 3 years. The Medical Education Commission has claimed that the number of students pursuing medical education abroad has declined after the mandatory requirement of attending examination in Nepal. Meanwhile, the number of foreign students arriving Nepal for medical education has increased. According to the Nepal Medical Council, more than 1,500 students used to pursue medical education abroad each year until a decade ago. However, the number has decreased in the past 3 years. Only 1,308 students have received their approval to pursue foreign education in the past 3 years. 653 students had received their permit last year, while 191 students have done so in the 3 months of the ongoing fiscal year. Towards nursing studies, 350 students have received their permit in the past 3 years. Of them, 159 had received the approval last year, while only 70 have received their permit in the ongoing fiscal year. Meanwhile, the number of foreign students arriving Nepal for medical education has increased as around 400 came to Nepal in the past 3 years. Despite the government officials claiming that a large number of Nepali students leave the country to pursue their education abroad because of shutting down of nursing colleges in Nepal, the Medical Education Commission has clarified that it was not the situation. With the legal provision requiring a 100-bed capacity hospital for operation of nursing program, the Commission has said that 473 colleges were shut down in the past 4 years, but not a single student was issued a permit to pursue nursing education abroad. A total of 36 institutions are operating nursing program across the nation at the moment. However, the Council of Technical Education and Vocational Training (CTE-VT) has been saying that students were compelled to pursue their education abroad because of the colleges shutting down in Nepal. The demand for nursing education and professionals has increased in Nepal and abroad as well. Time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Before that, let's take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked, what's your take on the failure of Government Investigation Unit to focus on investigation? 77% voted for A, incapable leadership, 15% for B, lack of motivation, and 8% for C, no support from the government. Here's today's question. Why has the number of students pursuing medical education abroad decreased? The options are A, mandatory examination requirement, B, increase in interest in other subjects, and C, opportunities in Nepal. Voting is on. Tap any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for international update. Israel and Hamas have agreed for a 4-day pause in fighting, which will begin at 10 a.m. local time tomorrow. Israel's Foreign Minister Eli Cohen has said that he expected the first hostages to be received tomorrow. Under the agreement, 50 Israeli hostages taken by Hamas will be released and 150 Palestinian women and teenagers held in Israeli jails freed. Families of those held in Gaza have said every captive needs to come home and that each hour is critical. Up to another 150 Palestinians could be released, as well as another 50 hostages from Gaza after the initial 4-day pause. Meanwhile, Israel's government insists that this isn't the end of the war, reiterating its commitment to complete the elimination of Hamas. Israel began attacking Gaza after Hamas fighters crossed the border on 7th of October, killing 1,200 people and taking about 240 other hostage. Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry says more than 14,000 people, including more than 5,000 children, have been killed in Israel's campaign. The Palestinian Authority's health ministry today said that 7 more Palestinians were killed in the West Bank. 6 were said to have been killed in the Tulkarm camp in targeted Israeli drone strike, while another Palestinian was killed in the West Bank city of Kalkila, bringing the total to 7.
Sports news.
Winners of the Nepal Super League, which begins this Friday, are to receive a cash purse of more than 7 million rupees. At a press meet today, organizers Nepal Sports and Event Management Private Limited said that the winners of the tournament will receive a cash purse of 7 to 10 million rupees. However, the exact amount of cash prize has not been announced. Winners of the first edition of the tournament, Kathmandu Racers, had received 3.5 million rupees. Following the first edition of the tournament, dispute had surfaced between the clubs of the Martyrs Memorial A Division League and the NSL regarding the contracts of the players. The NSL organizers have clarified that they are not the competitors of the A Division League. First edition of the tournament was held behind closed doors without spectators because of the coronavirus pandemic. Therefore, the organizers have said that they are excited to welcome football fans at the stadium this time. They have added that LED perimeter boards and cheerleaders are to be used for the first time in Nepal during the tournament. Meanwhile, the organizers have claimed that Chelsea and Ivory Coast's legendary striker Didier Drogba has confirmed his visit during the tournament. They have also said that some Nepali players are coming back from abroad to play the domestic commercial league as iconic players. The ticket rates have been fixed at 500 rupees for VIP parpet and 200 for general parpet. The tournament, which will be held for a period of 5 weeks, will be contested by 9 clubs. KP Oli Cup, a national T20 cricket tournament, is to begin from tomorrow in Pokhara. In the inaugural match of the tournament being organized by the Madan Bhandari Sports Academy, which will be played at the cricket ground of the Pokhara Stadium complex, Bagmati province will take on the organizers' red team. The tournament is to be inaugurated by the trustee of the academy, former Prime Minister, CPN-UML chairperson KP Sharma Oli. Nepal men's national cricket team captain Rohit Paudel will play for Tribhuvan Army Club. Spinner Sandeep Lamichhane is the skipper of Bagmati province, while Dipendra Singh Aire will play for Nepal Police Club. All national players are to play in the first edition of the KP Oli Cup. 2 pitches have been prepared for the tournament, while a temporary VIP section and parpet for the spectators have been set up. Teams of 7 provinces, 3 security departments and 2 teams from the organizers, red and blue, will vie for the winner's trophy and a cash purse of 500,000 rupees. The winners, in fact the runners-up of the tournament, will receive 250,000 rupees. Preparations have been completed for the interlocal level league cum knockout football tournament to begin in Chapa tomorrow. According to organizers, Bhadrapur Jhapa Gold Cup Football Committee, a total of 15 teams including 14 local levels and the organizers except for Gauriganj Rural Municipality will compete at the tournament, which will be held at the Mechi Stadium. Winners of the tournament will receive the winner's trophy and 300,000 rupees in cash prize, while the runners-up will walk away with 200,000 rupees. The tournament will conclude on the 10th of December. Before wrapping up, here's a look at the top stories once again. Political parties yet to rise above the politics of share. Good governance compromised with political appointments at courts and constitutional commissions. Number of students pursuing medical education abroad decreases because of mandatory requirement to attend test in Nepal. Foreign students arriving Nepal for medical education increase. Security arrangement of Kathmandu Valley beefed up for tomorrow for protest of two separate entities. 10,000 security personnel deployed to avoid untoward incidents. And preparations for the Nepal Super League in the final stage. Chelsea legend Didier Drogba to arrive mid-tournament. Winners of the tournament to bag more than 7 million. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.